Hey guys, Zach on a deer back on that video. Today we're fixing the Minnesota Vikings because this team's pretty bad. Nonetheless, we're just jumping into this. This first episode will be year one. We're basically going through the entire year because I do plan on simulating most of the year. So first off, Mike Zimmer, get out. We're creating a new coach. So we're going to probably go motivator because trade influence, I like that. So our name, De Boy. That is the name of our coach. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and just completely randomize this whole thing. That's our coach. We're just gonna go offensive, defensive, Mike Zimmer, because I don't feel like fixing it. De Boy, head coach of the Minnesota Vikings, will be going to, of course, league stuff, pro on simulation, coach fire and CPU only, just because I don't want to get fired. Salary cap will be on, same with injury. The one thing that I do want to do, draft store pop-ups and make it as real as possible, because this has memorized size. It's 53, I think, so we're just gonna bump it up to 53. Hey, if it's not, I can fix that. Nonetheless, regular season, De Boy, we are fixing the Minnesota Vikings. We're going through year one. Now, this is with 2020 rosters. However, just because 2020 rosters doesn't mean that, of course, nothing's able to be 100% accurate, because it is Madden 20. So we can't exactly make it accurate. Of course, for the actual video, most of year one will be cut out because it'll mostly just be simulating. So, as we wait for the league to start up, alright, here we are. Week one. We are against the Atlanta Falcons for this one. We'll go and upgrade our players. Who we need to. Of course, you can already see Tanjay Sharp was not on the team initially when this first started. Nonetheless, though, we go into the team we're working with. The Minnesota Viking team, there's some talent here. I mean, Justin Jefferson, 74 overall. One thing I am going to do for this series, because I feel like it's something he does deserve, we're going to be giving Justin Jefferson superstar development, because nobody in here has development traits. But we're only doing it for us because it doesn't matter for any other team. Nonetheless, halfbacks, I don't think we need to adjust in any way. Dalvin Cook, Xavier Madison, I think they're good. We don't need to mess with them. Wide receiver, where it gets kind of dodgy. Of course, Justin Jefferson, we drafted. Thielen, he's 29. He's not going to be that good in the next couple of years. I think we might keep him for year one, but there's a part of me that's really thinking of trading him away. We're trading Cousins. Like, there's no two ways about that. We're trading Cousins. He's 31. He's not that great. For Madden simulation, he's not that great. Real life, he's not that great. What we do need is we need a right guard. Drew Samia, I don't like you. You have issues. Nonetheless, he's going to get traded away. We do want to build up the offensive line over time. We aren't going to do it in year one. We did draft Ezra Cleveland. I might move him over to right guard to start over here at right guard. We'll see, though. I am thinking, I don't know if I want to trade away Kyle Rudolph. He's 29 as well. He's only going to regress from here, and we do have a good backup. Irv Smith as a really, really good backup to back him up. Therefore, I feel like we can trade him away. Defensively, we need corners. Like, corners are bad. Jeff Gladney, he's staying in normal. He's not that great. One thing that is immediately happening... That'll happen later. That'll happen later. Nonetheless, Anthony Barr, he's 27. He's fine. Eric Kendrick, he's also 27. Anthony Harris is at strong safety for this. I'm not exactly sure. He's again 27. Here's where it gets tricky. We gotta trade away Harrison Smith. I love the man, but this has to happen. Because he's 30, he's only gonna regress. We don't have to do much of the D-line unless we can get another D tackle, but I think we're okay. Because, I mean, Daniil Hunter, he's 24. Like, he's still young. Yannickin, he's still 24 as well. He'll be fine. Michael Pierce, he's 26. He's a bit older, but we'll be fine. We need to get corners. But the one thing that I want to do is I kind of want to tank this year away. So if we tank this year, we'll be fine, right? Like, we tank. I mean, I kind of want to build depth for the future. So one person I'm immediately going after, he belongs on the Colts. And that is Quentin Nelson. They need a quarterback, right end, left end. So one thing that I think we have is I think we got a bit of depth at right outside linebacker. Yes, we do. We got Eric Wilson, 71 overall. I think we can just trade away some 70s. Like, who do we got backing up? Either of these two? What do you think? I feel like this could work. Okay, it didn't really go up that much, so I don't think we're going to be able to get that working out. At left end, we don't have anybody else really there. For Igbenogany? Are they interested in Igbenogany? They are not interested in Igbenogany. But it's already almost green, so I think we just need a yellow. I think we're good. We do have a bit of wide receiver depth. I'm willing to trade away Tanjay Sharp. It's close, not quite. I mean, I could throw in a draft pick, but I don't want to, you know? Would you be willing to take Drew Samia off us? Nope. We need somebody who's green. I mean, they do need a QB. We'll come back to Quentin Nelson. There's got to be a quarterback in free agency that we can sign to try to, you know, get their taste going a little bit here. Let's go ahead and let's see what they got in quarterback. Taysom Hill, Jake Fromm. I think signed somebody like Jake Fromm, who's a rookie on a practice squad. We're going to sign Jake Fromm to the team and use him as hopefully trade bait for this trade with Quentin Nelson. I could do Taysom Hill, but I don't feel like doing Taysom Hill. So, Jake Fromm and Eric Wilson to the Colts. How do they feel? Oh, it's not as good as I thought it would be. I thought maybe we could get away with that. Rick Winton. Ooh, we can't. Alright. How about Jeff Gladney? Okay. I don't want to trade away Jeff Gladney, though. So I think... Alright. I'm going to go with that. Then if we trade away, because, I mean, all draft picks are going to be useful. I'm a 36 overall center, yeah. There we go. Eric Wilson, the man who can't cover, and a 3rd overall pick. That is for Quentin Nelson, a center that is going to get cut soon. Right now. Like, right now, he's getting cut. That was literally just so I could make that trade go through. Nonetheless, I'm also going to go back into the settings and go put that back to the way it was, 46. Because, geez Louise. 46 for the roster size. Nonetheless, that is our first trade that we're going to make. I know it makes us better, but you have to remember how young Quentin Nelson is. Him over there, I think we move Pat Elflein to right guard. We move him in a guard position, and we kind of start to build the offensive line, because that's big. To build an offensive line is what we want, alright? Or it can move Quentin over there. That works too. It replaces Drew Samia, and that's all that I care about, getting rid of him. So, of course, we're trading Cousins. Probably Jake Fromm will be our starter for Season 1, because we're banking on tanking. We're going to trade away Thielen. I've made the decision. We're trading away Thielen. Rudolph, Thielen, Cousins. Going from the offense. We're also going to trade away Harrison Smith from the defense. Because, I mean, the defense is so bad, it's kind of hard to find good stuff from the defense. And we are going to get some replacements, but we'll work on that, of course, in the draft and in free agencies. So, already, Harrison Smith gotta go. Not yet, though. We're not gonna work on that shit. We gotta find a good spot for Cousins. This is 29 million in cap. That's sitting right here. So I don't want to trade him to the Bears. I think we can trade him to the Bengals, and I don't think they'll be that good. Ooh, all right. So this is for the projected third overall pick in the draft. I think going third from next year, we'll trade away 2/3 in our picks. I trade away just a seventh to make this go through. Kirk Cousins, a third and a seventh for the first round pick of the Bengals. It's good to see. I mean, obviously we got a hole at quarterback. We could replace it for this year, but we're not going to do that just yet. Adam Thielen. Now, these are big cap hits also that we are getting rid of from the team. Adam Thielen. What team might struggle? I mean, I can't trade him way too low. That'd just be a waste of pick at that point, but this just makes the wide receiver core even scarier. Courtland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy. That would make it even scarier if they put Thielen in that. So we can't do that. Right? This team is just so good, but we can't trade him away to that because we need a team that will struggle. Almost every team is interested in him. I just got an idea. Adam Thielen, Zach Martin. Zach Martin's 28. They're about the same amount of cap, but I think. Alright, that's not as good as I thought it might be, but they do need a center. They need a strong safety. I mean, other than him, we don't got much. So they need a left guard also, but we are not trading away Quentin Nelson after what we went through to get him. How about Drew Samia as well to replace him at right guard? Dang. Okay, I don't think we're going to get it from the Cowboys, but I don't know how good the Cowboys are going to be. They're projected 22, so we could bank on this being a later round pick, but I don't think that's going to happen. Dolphins. Oh, yes. Pick 1 in the draft, please. Come on. It's red. They need more. I think there'd be one to be interested in Drew Samia. I mean, how close is that? Not super close, but I'd be willing to trade away a second round pick just to be able to move into the first round. I'm not an expert at rebuilding, by the way. So for Adam Thielen, Drew Samia, and a second round pick, we are going to get the projected. This is all projected, by the way, but the first overall pick in the draft. Of course, we are kind of missing some people, but Harrison Smith also up on the trade block. I am thinking about Dalvin Cook, but we're not 100% sure yet. We'll work on that when we work on that. But nonetheless, Harrison Smith, Kyle Rudolph. Those are two we're looking to remove from the team. Kyle Rudolph's not really green a lot of places. Jacksonville. I mean, they're already tanking. When your second best player is a kicker, that's when you know you're tanking. So how about Harrison Smith? This super close. So I think if we threw Mike Boone into that could be a trade. Harrison Smith, Mike Boone for a first overall pick in the draft. No, I mean, maybe somebody's interested in him, though, because he could be nice to trade away, you know. You interested in Nick Banaga? Nope. They need a quarterback, but that's not important to. We also need a quarterback. Are you interested in Pat Elflein? They are, but we cannot trade away our right guard. So I don't think we're going to get this pick from the Jets. I just don't think that's going to happen. What other teams are bad that want him? Washington Redskins. I mean, the Washington football team. Yeah, first pick from the Washington football team. They're interested in Kyle Rudolph. They're always interested in these kind of people, but so they need a right outside linebacker. We got one. Screw it. Never mind. They're not interested in him. They need a free safety. Of course, we don't have one, and I need tight end. But I think if we just go the draft pick route, we trade away a next year's second to get this pick. Maybe that's overdoing it. Again, I'm not 100% what I'm doing. Nonetheless, we've traded away a lot of the depth of this team. It's a 78 overall team. We're not going to be that bad, to be honest. I mean, there's still some pieces here that can work together. I mean, the halfbacks are really good. And then the defense, we really didn't take apart that much. It's just that bad. But nonetheless, we're all going on futures here. We're banking on futures. So, what I do want to do is I kind of want to sign. You see this DeMarcus Randall guy? Look, there's some guys here that we could definitely sign up. And I like the idea of signing some of these up. We need corners, and there's a corner here. So, DeMarcus Randall. I might trade him away, actually. But we're going to sign him to the team, and we are going to sign Sidney Jones. He's star development. He's 75 overall. He's good enough for me. So, we got an 83 overall defense, because, again, we replaced Harrison Smith with somebody younger. Somebody not as good, but somebody a bit younger. So, the defense doesn't look terrible. Doesn't really look like a team in rebuild. I mean, there's a couple yellows around place, especially in the corner back position. But it is our goal to tank this season away. So let's simulate weeks, see how the team is performing, see if we have to trade away more pieces before the trade deadline to try to make the team worse. Because, I mean, we got a terrible QB, and losing week 1. We also got to hope that our picks that we got will pan out. Because those picks, if those teams don't do good, we have a chance. We also do have contracts coming up. We have to pay Anthony Harris. He's gonna be 28, but he's good enough that we have to pay him. Please just accept that. Oh my, that's the problem with Anthony Harris. He's hard to sign up. But we'll take 2 losses. Who's injured this time? Watch it be done. Oh no. Oh god. Well, that's already not good. Let's see if there's a free agent right guard we can replace him with. Something tells me no, but we'll see. Nope. Is there any other positions? I think everybody good has been kind of swept up at this point for offensive linemen, so I don't think we need to expect anybody. So that's not good, but we do have our scouting, and of course I have a 2021 draft class. Real 2021 draft. So of course, we could look at Patrick Surtain, but I don't know. We're projected to have the 2nd, 10th, 11th, 18th. Ooh. That's not as good as I'd hoped. But who I'm looking at? Patrick Surtain. We have to look at Patrick Surtain as a guy that we need to do good. We need him to kind of fall to us. And Justin Fields. This guy I'm really looking at. A scrambling quarterback, projected early first. He's going to be the guy that we're going to want at our quarterback position. Halfback, there are some guys here that might fall to later rounds. We're going to scout them both just in case. I mean, if they do fall, there are some pretty good guys here that could fall to us. Also, of course, if we're looking wide receiver, there's some pretty good ones that are still sitting here. Corner, of course, we're looking at Patrick Surtain, but there are a couple other good corners, but none as good as Patrick Surtain. We gotta hope that other teams tank to oblivion. In terms of, God, I want us to lose, not win. What part of lose do you not understand? So Nick Mullins is available for trade. We might, but we're planning on keeping a D at quarterback. So I'm trying to look at who we got draft picks from. In this, then I'm wanting to look at wide receiver. I mean, we also obviously we gotta look for some now, but I'm looking here at the bottom of the wide receiver cores. I mean, all these guys look good, so I'm at them all. But if we get bad enough picks, we're projected 3rd, 4th, 8th, 10th, 32nd. So hey, we might actually have ourselves pretty good picks. So of course, we also gotta be looking at some offensive linemen, not exactly in the first, but maybe some late first guys, and I don't have enough scouting points. Let's go to the next week. Alright, next week is now here. We are now going to be continue with scouting some players in the offensive lineman range. Alright, so he's projected a 2nd. This guy's a 1st. This guy's a 1st. These guys are only the 2nd, but this guy is projected a 1st. He's a 3rd. We might look at him. He's projected a 2nd. That's pretty good. We don't need to look at center. Don't even look at it. Right guard. I mean, we got some good offensive linemen right now, but we do have to kind of start looking at it. Isaiah Wilson, we cannot scout any further. We also have to look into getting another free safety in some of the later rounds, because if we can get it, because we have to, of course, replace our guy right now. We have to replace Harrison Smith. We do have an 80 overall over there, but we'll see. We take a loss to an 0-4 team at the time, and we have another injury. Let me guess, Dalvin. The guy we signed out of free agency has a shoulder. This season's just gonna be terrible. Again, though, this season is going to be fine, because we are just going to, skip through it and be okay. We also do want to look at some middle linebackers, because I think this could be pretty good. And okay, he's A-, A-, and yet he is 2nd. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so there are some pretty good middle linebackers we might be able to select here. Jeez, what's with all those guys not getting the proper things? I mean, we definitely do need to look at maybe because only one corner is not immediate grounds for success. So after I do a bit more scouting, we're just going to simulate to the end of this season. See how it goes. Okay. So now in week number 7 against the Lions, we finally won our next game against the Eagles. After we lost to them once, we beat them in our 2nd attempt. We do definitely, I'm just going to spend all of our stuff here on free safeties, trying to find somebody. We're going to spend our next 2 weeks scouting the free safety market, because that's what we're going to need to be looking at. Because if we don't keep scouting, we lose the Lions. We're 2-5. We have another injury. 2 corners have injuries. Jesus. Of course, once again, continuing with our work on scouting free safeties. We have one guy in the 4th, deep in the 4th, but I also do kind of want to look at some of these later round corners. Here's the 2nd with that's a nice grade. You have to remember, though, we don't have very many late round picks. We might, if we have a really bad first round pick, we might trade back. But here's the thing, is that we're going to go ahead and we're going to, this is the final week of the trade center. We're going to try and re-sign Anthony Harris. We haven't tried for a bit. He asked for a better signing bonus, so we're gonna give him a better signing bonus. 4 years, 4.5 million. Let's go. We've locked him in for 4 years, so he'll be 31 when his contract expires. Now, we're just gonna simulate straight to the offseason. Actually, no, we won't do that. We'll just sim week by week, and we'll also look at kind of the league. But I'll probably cut a lot of this out. Okay, we are finally in the off-season. Well, Connor's sure happy, isn't he? Nonetheless, Super Bowl 54, the Cowboys won. We all know that's not going to happen in real life, so we can just pretend that it's funny just for today. I don't feel the need to sign many of these guys, except for we need to sign... Oh, God, we don't got cap room at all. Next year. I think we might just have to franchise tag St. Jones, because we do not have money in the slightest. Do you think for... Yeah, no, you're gonna be here. No, you're staying. There's not not a thing you can do about it, mister. But we can't sign anybody in free agency, which does hurt. Justin Jefferson is going to get a lot better over this year. So that's good to see. 49 players got upgrades. What is the team overall? It's an 81. It's better than it was. Jake Fromm up to 65. Dalvin Cook 73. Why is just Jefferson not one? Number one there. Madison 74. Irv Smith's an 80. Quinn Nelson still doing good. Obviously. Why is Pat Elflein like not playing at left guard? Like, what was that all about? Ezra Cleveland's gonna get the starter over there because Riley Reeves regressed to the point where he's not tradable. I should have probably tried to trade him while I could. Doesn't matter. We don't have cap space, but we'll be okay because I don't think we have any money that we get to spend for this one. We are negative in cap room. So trading's not gonna happen anymore. We're just gonna send straight to the draft because we cannot sign anyone. We are in the negative cap room right now. Because we traded away all those people that were so big in cap. And then this is just the life we're in right now. It's okay though. I'll fix it. So while we might be in negative cap at the moment, we'll be okay because we'll be above cap when we get going. So nonetheless, I do want to just review the free agency recap. Who got signed where? Okay, there weren't that many good players. Delaney Walker didn't get signed. Okay, no, there were. Chris Jones, Earl Thomas, Kareem Hunt. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna hurt Connor's feelings beyond belief. There wasn't too many great. I mean, I would love to have Trevor Williams because we don't got anything for corners. But hey, we're drafting the corner. Let's begin the NFL draft. Let me have the first. We have the first 2 picks in the draft. Let's get it. All right. So with the first pick in the draft, we're going to select Patrick Surtain, cornerback. Whatever one he's for Alabama. It says we reached because he's number 2, but Patrick Surtain, an 80 overall corner. And with the second pick, well, I mean, like, I wanted to draft Justin Fields because he's a scrambler. But, I mean, Trevor Lawrence is here. I didn't expect to have the first 2 overall picks. We're taking Trevor Lawrence, and he is an 84. Oh, we're rebuilding this offense nicely because the offense is the main thing we traded so much away from. Next user pick is pick number 7, and then we got pick number 10. Do we go with some help to protect our new quarterback, or what do we do here? We could take. Who do we want to take? I kind of want to go defensive tackle, but we could do that a bit later. I know Caden Stearns is pretty good, but what we're going to do, we might draft. I think we draft an offensive tackle here. Caleb Mays, he can be the new left tackle. Building up our offensive line. He's a 77. Let's go. Dude, we're getting good picks right now. Of course, then we have pick number 10. Sturge just went. I'm thinking we go free safety, or we go Ronald Moore, wide receiver, to help a wide receiver depth. We do have that 80 overall, though. I mean, this is our last before our 23rd, so I think we gotta take the good wide receivers while they come. And there's a 78 overall, just adding talent. We're going all offensive, because I mean we got a pretty good defense. So we now go to pick 23 in the draft. Trey Dean just went. Who's left? I mean, we could go with the free safety is still here. We don't have another pick till the 4th round, so maybe we go with that free safety. I think we do. I think we bite the bullet here. We go BJ Foster. He's projected late first. He is a 75 overall, but he is a hidden dev. I like that. We're going to trade away our other free safety because we did get him. So I don't know exactly how long it is until our next pick because we don't have... Oh, yeah, we're in the back. 4th round. Now, let's see. I don't think... Alright. So out of our scouted guys, the 4th round free safety, he's still there. I think we take him. We see what he's got. He's 65 normal. I don't expect much out of the 4th round. We're going to simulate to the end of the draft. A very good draft. We didn't get a whole lot on the defensive side. We got 1 free safety. We got a free safety out of free safety. I mean, of course, we got the corner. We got Patrick Surtain. We got our quarterback of the future, Trevor Lawrence. Man, trading away Cousins, all them, it's working out. here. We got incredibly lucky that all the teams we traded with were bad. We are an 85 overall for year number 2, which is when the gameplay part of this series will begin. Look at this brand new sexy offense. Quentin Nelson, who we got. Mays, who we drafted. I mean, the offensive line, it's not the greatest, but it's not bad. I mean, definitely it'll help protect our new man, Trevor Lawrence. Problem is our cap space, but we can cut right. I'd say we cut Riley Reef. We cut our losses. We release Riley Reef. Alright, so we cut Riley Reef. That's a lot of cap space that we just shed again. Randall, who we did just have to pay. We do not get a right outside linebacker in the draft. That was kind of an issue. But Ben Gideon, we can live with him. Patrick Surtain's morale is already down because he was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings. It's okay though. Our team is gonna be good, I swear. Nonetheless, Foster, he's also got one down in morale. We're gonna try to trade away Randall, but we can do that in the next episode. Thank you all for watching this video and watching me attempt to rebuild this really bad team. I think I did a really good job, but of course, tomorrow we begin the big part of this series, which will be actually playing the weeks and trying to get the Vikings a Super Bowl. We shed a lot of talent, but we have a lot of young talent now. We got, of course, new offensive linemen through trades, and we also got ourselves sexy new quarterback, and we got new wide receivers. Well, one new wide receiver, we got offensive lineman. We got a lot of our big positions of need. Of course, this will be a multi-year series, so you'll be able to see me be able to build this team up even further with the next draft class, which will be a fictional draft class that I've downloaded that I found pretty fun. But nonetheless, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.